Aubrey show.
And are we there now, Brandon?
Can you hear me?
We can
There
hear
we go.
you.
Perfect.
How's it going?
It's going well. It's a fast week. We're already the day before. So just trying to get locked in and get a few kicks in today and just be ready to go when Thursday comes around.
Yeah, you said you're not going to kick much, right?
Yep. Yeah. Just gonna get a warm up. I don't even know if I'll do any operations. Just hit off a couple off of sticks, just to make sure my leg doesn't get too stiff.
Shoddy has talked about like there's certain days that they'll focus on first and second down, and then the next day they just do third down and install this and that. What is the special teams week like? Is it segmented?
Yeah, it's segmented. We do a return day where we'll have kickoff and punt returns, and then we'll do the coverage day where we have kickoff and punt. And then field goal at this point in the season is kind of cut out of practice, trying to give guys more time to their families and get home a little bit earlier. So field goal is one of the casualties of that. There's no team field goal period for the most part. So I'm just on my own. Yeah, just hit my field goals on my own.
And your thoughts after that awesome game on Sunday night? It was pretty wild.
Yeah, a big swing of emotions. Feel like the season's coming to an end there. We're kind of gift wrapping the game for the Eagles and handing it over to them, and then cleaned some things up. Got on a roll and clicked on all three fronts with special teams, offense, and defense, and found a way to win a game, which is what you got to do in the NFL. Four games are lost then won, and it looked like we were on our way to losing that game for ourselves, beating ourselves, and it's nice to go out and correct those mistakes and be able to get over the finish line, because 21 points is a huge deficit to overcome in the NFL.
Yeah, for sure. Your buddy Trent got in on the action. We were wondering, so we were watching that. We were doing the game here, high atop my garage, and the Elijah Clark play. As they're showing the replays and showing the replays, I was trying to picture, like, what's it going to be like in the film room when you guys are watching that. So I thought I'd ask a guy who was actually there in the film room.
Yeah, giving props to everyone. Obviously, special teams is all about effort and willing to put yourself out there, and that's what Elijah did. Obviously, he got knocked over a couple times in the build up to the play, but the guy caught the ball. It was probably a 5-0 punt with a 2-second operation, so he had 7 seconds. Then he took it to the field. So there was a lot of time for Elijah to get up and make a play, which he absolutely smoked that returner. So we went crazy. Obviously, having laughs at him getting knocked over a couple times, and then go crazy hearing or seeing Trent pick up the ball. Trent's got jokes for days, I guess, but he likes to say now that he's got the best hands on the team.
Well, speaking of a chance to correct it, you missed the one earlier in the game, and then you have a chance for the walk-off game winner. Was there anything from the first kick that you were thinking you wanted to make sure you corrected from the second? Is it a blank slate? Clear mind? I don't know. It's really interesting. I wish we could know what your mind is like in that moment, because we're sitting here watching it like, man, I hope he's not thinking he left like the garage door open or something. Just any number of thoughts that could enter your mind in that moment. It just seems like you're only right there.
Yeah, not sure what's going on out there. It sounds like a mariachi band, but I try to do the clean slate mentality. I'll think about what I know exactly what's happened as I'm kicking the ball, and I just wrap my toe around it. So there's no chance for that to go in. By that I mean, like, I normally hit kind of the middle panel, the middle seam, with my foot and my toes all locked out. This time toe hit the ground and then wrapped around the ball, pulling it left. So nothing really to fix there. Just don't do that again. So note that in the game, and then move on. And you don't want to be thinking about what you did last kick when you go out there for a new one. So just refresh, and you know how to make a kick, so just go make a kick.
That are they asking you where do you want the ball? Which hash mark?
Yeah, they ask. And AT&T indoor, I don't care. I'd rather just focus. So their special teams coordinator was walking over to me. I kind of gave him a glance, then went right back to what I was doing, and he knew that meant I didn't care. So he walked away. And
Okay, I thought you might care since you
it.
had missed it from the left hash previously.
Oh no, yeah, they're all straight kicks. You just mark your line a little bit differently.
Okay. Yeah, it was awesome. But we were one. Yeah, you haven't had the opportunity to have a lot of game-winning kicks, right? The only two have been this year.
Yeah, there's some fourth quarter kicks rookie year, like the Chargers. I mean, there's 2 minutes left, so we still need to stop. Yeah, and then you have the Packers one in overtime on our first possession. Like you have some big fourth quarter overtime kicks, but nothing like a walk off. So we've had those two this year. That's it.
So after Brandon Aubrey hits a walk-off, what is the evening like? What is the party scene for Brandon Aubrey?
There's not much of a party with a Thursday game looming, so up to the locker room, get a beer with the guys, and then head over to the family room with all the family and get some dinner, wait out the traffic, and then head home and flip on Sunday Night Football, and then we have practice the next day. So right into the Chiefs week, we need another win. Need a bunch of wins.
They let you guys take leftovers?
I haven't tried, but I'm sure they wouldn't stop me.
not after you have a game-winning kick, at least. You know, some nights they might.
Yeah, no. I mean,
But-
I have seen where they put family members for tickets, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I was thinking what Brandon's scene was Sunday night myself because I was taking out the garbage, thinking, you know, knowing Brandon, he's probably like just taking out the garbage or something tonight.
Right,
He's
empty a
probably just
diaper
kind
pail.
of cleaning up. He was handed a crying toddler when he walked in the door, and it's just I didn't picture
He was
you at
great.
the
He
club.
went to the game, and he was great. He didn't cry at all. He's passed out by the time we got home, and he stayed passed out during the diaper change, which must mean he's exhausted.
Wow.
That's the goal, right?
Yeah.
Make him tired enough to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here's another thing. Hard Knocks is in the building now.
Oh yeah.
What's that? Is that new, or have they been around all season?
You know, I think that this week is the week that they decided to start. You just see a few more cameras around. It's not abnormal. There's cameras all over the place here, so it's hard to even really tell the difference, to be honest. They mic up a few players during practice. Doubt it'll ever be me because I'm not really out at practice all that often. So those guys will be told, I'm sure, that they're mic'd up and they just gotta kind of watch what they're saying.
They give Brandon one, and it's just 3-4 hours of like, and Trent stands over the putt. This to win. It's just the straight PGA game over and over. I mean,
Trent doesn't win very often.
When you say
What'd you say?
Trent doesn't win golf very often.
Oh yeah, let's make it accurate.
Okay.
When you say there's cameras everywhere, do you mean because like the Cowboys do put out a lot of content and they've got a lot of stuff for fans? Is it that, or is it that and just people taking pictures of you?
Yeah, we got tours going, so those people have their cameras on their phones. You've got practice cameras just recording practice. You've got cameras in meetings recording meetings. You've got the social team. We've got a video crew that does like documentaries and long form content. So there's cameras all over the place. All got their own job, and yeah, so it's nothing new. There's one more crew out here now, and a couple more mics on people in practice. You gotta just be careful what you're saying.
What's your Thanksgiving plans?
We're gonna beat the Chiefs.
Well, I mean,
That's it.
you and Jen and the family.
Yeah, we'll get together and my family and Jen's family at my parents' house, have a big feast. We got Friday and Saturday off after the game, so it'll be nice. Just have a big family gathering and eat until you pass out, and then wake up and eat until you pass out again with leftovers.
So is your week? It's Thursday to Thursday. So now is it going to be a normal week after?
Almost, yeah. 'Cause we got the 2 off days, giving us an extra off day. So our film breakdown day might get at least pushed onto yourself to do it at home, or maybe Wednesday will be a little bit longer to compensate for the loss of a day, but almost a normal week. It's not many normal weeks left this year.
As you know, I'm a fan. You actually play for the team. You know that as well. So we're both in a position to sort of overinflate the chances here. So we need to believe. I also know you're a guy who worked in somewhat in numbers and was into fantasy football. Do you ever look at like playoff simulators? Like, because I know you also watch a lot of ball. Do you ever look
Yeah,
at those things to think like, okay, do I want San Francisco or Carolina here? Like, how aware of that are you?
yeah. I do pay attention to that stuff. Gives you rooting interests during Sunday Night Football and games like that. Uh, don't really pay too close attention to the numbers. Obviously, at the end of the day, we have to win our games to get into the playoffs, so that's what you want to do. But it's fun to flip on a game and cheer for a team with an actual reason, as opposed to just like watching it for fun. And even I heard the we wanted the Panthers to win that game mathematically, but feels like to me kind of want teams to stack wins and losses, and that way like there's 3 teams going into the wild card spot, and you want those 3 teams, one of them to be us, to just stack wins and the rest of them to lose to kind of make some separation there. So I felt like I was kind of cheering for the 49ers in that regard, but I guess mathematics says I'm wrong.
Analytics.
I had a couple
Yeah.
questions about penalties. You know, the first Eagles punt may have been deflected, which would have negated the roughing. Did you guys get any clarification on that?
Yeah, definitely was tipped. A little bit late. I mean, we can challenge that, but uh, don't want to burn a timeout in case it's not seen. And we didn't get the camera angle that showed that until a little bit later, which is tough. I mean, it's a game changing play. You wish it didn't happen. You wish the replay center had all of the angles. You think they would, but they don't. And just the way it is. You got to go out there and recover and find a way to win the game, anyways, because they're humans. The refs are humans. They're going to make mistakes. Just we weren't perfect on Sunday either. So otherwise, we would have won by 40.
And then the other one, I when Banger got knocked down. I mean, I know he didn't hit his plant leg, but Shoddy and all the coaches were livid on the sidelines that wasn't roughing. I mean, is it just because they didn't hit his plant leg?
Yeah, so letter of the law, kicking foot is just running into plant foot is roughing. I think there's a little bit of you have to let him land there, but that's the letter of the law. I've heard a lot about forcible contact and Bangers complaining he never had a chance to have a plant foot because he was in air when he got hit. But the refs just follow the letter of the law there. So I think it was the right call, whether it doesn't really help our team that way that much. But yeah, I thought it was correct.
May be correct, but it's incorrect that they call that running into the kicker when they distinguish the punter as a different player on the roster elsewhere. It's roughing or running into the punter.
Okay.
Uh, Sort of speaking of that, have you ever heard of David Beeler?
David Beal. No, I have not.
Are you aware that the Cowboys once drafted a kicker in the 5th round to just do kickoffs?
Oh, yes, I have. I have heard of David. Okay.
I was just
Yes.
thinking about how far the kicker position has come, and the fact that the Cowboys have the one that is the premier, and you know all this, and just trying to pushing where the game is going. They once had a guy that they drafted because they thought he could make tackles
Yeah.
on kickoff. It was a wild time, and I just wasn't sure if you were aware that they actually had 2 kickers at one point.
Yep. Thankful we only have one on the roster this year.
Yeah.
He was a wild guy.
Hey, I was thinking about this when Trent ran down and recovered that fumble. What if he gets hurt?
Oh boy. Yeah. If Trent gets hurt, then we're gonna be putting Jake Ferguson in there to snap the ball for us. So hopefully he doesn't get hurt as well. It's going to be not the cleanest operation. It's going to be slightly slower. So need the protection to step up and really deliver for us. But probably going for 2, I'd imagine, if that's the case, unless it's a really big 1 point like the 20 to 21 extra point. But it's not gonna look pretty. Just gotta find a way to get that job done.
But he can do it. Ferguson, I'm talking about, and it looks okay, or it's not something he practices. Okay,
It's
all right,
yeah,
all right.
yeah. He can do it. We'll put it that way. He can do it.
So, how often do you guys practice with Jake Ferguson as the long snapper?
Once a week, he gets 1 rep a week, which
One rep.
is more than any other place I've been. Well, just the Stallions.
Okay, they wouldn't give the backup any. Who's your backup
Yeah.
holder?
Backup holder is Hunter Lupke. He can do it all. He's actually also potentially backup long snapper.
No
So
surprise.
yeah,
Best
he can
football
do it all.
player on the team.
And is Banger the
And
backup kicker? Is that a dumb question? Of course he is, right?
yeah, he's the backup kicker. And if I were to get hurt and Banger were to get hurt, but you can't guess who's punting.
Dak.
It's Hunter Lupke.
Oh, I should have guessed.
Yeah.
You just said he does everything.
Yeah.
So
I love
if Cavante Turpin gets hurt, Hunter Lepke steps in and
You got it.
ready to return. I had an email from Tom, Emu Tom, who wanted. He said, "I'm wondering if Brandon has considered insuring his leg." He says it's a reasonable question considering his potential contract in contrast to his current earnings. This is Tom. He's a business guy, and he is pointing out that his question is reasonable. I wanted to
Right.
do that. But is your leg insured?
My leg is not insured. I have considered it. Bones was a big proponent of doing that for guys who are on contract years. But I've never really looked into it. Don't want to jinx anything here, but kickers aren't at the highest risk of getting injured, especially with a coverage team that we have. So haven't really dove into the numbers. I've heard it's very expensive though.
Okay.
Do you know anybody else like who's done that?
I don't. CJ thought about it. CJ Goodwin thought about it for a while, but he never did either.
Okay. No, and I don't mean to pry. I just didn't know like
Yeah.
if guys up and down the roster are doing this or if it's just if it's just guys who are maybe lower tier on the earning or what. I don't know how this works.
Yeah, I would assume it would be your like rookie contract quarterbacks that would consider it the highest. But I mean, you're like trying to insure something that's likely going to happen, so it's going to be super expensive.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
Well, if you could also write children's books if
Yeah.
this thing goes south.
That's true.
Hey, we should probably promote that
Yeah,
for the holidays.
That'd be a nice holiday gift.
Yeah.
Brandon
How many
Aubrey has
Cowboy fans.
written a children's book.
Yeah. About
One
You
the
sold-
dream in front of the other.
You sold a few of those last year, right?
Yes. Yep.
What's it called?
Still have some. One dream in front of the other. Gonna be actually signing some of them here pretty soon in preparation for Christmas, just like you said, and then gonna be, selling the autographed versions because we're out of all the autographed versions so far.
Are we still doing Cameo?
We are doing Cameo. I've slowed down a little bit with season and going, so I've missed a few recently. I probably missed like 4 or 5 of them, but I was on like 160 streak, which I didn't miss any during training camp and whatnot.
What does that mean? 160
It means,
days in a row?
160 orders fulfilled in a row.
Oh,
You have like 4 to 1 day to respond to the orders based on the type, and I'd been making a point to get them done, and then just falling behind. Not enough time to get around to it. Other priorities, so let a few fall by the wayside there.
that's where we get AI Brandon.
That
Well,
scares me.
How do we help sell the book?
Well, we gave the name.
I know, but if he's doing autographed ones, if he wants some sort of
Oh,
yeah,
okay. That's
I'll
not just on
Post
Amazon.
on my Instagram
Okay.
soon. Maybe y'all can throw that on your story or something.
Yeah.
done.
Perfect.
So
Thank
and then our goal for this Thursday. Wait, not this week, right? Do we want to ruin? Well, yeah. I'll just tell you. The following Thursday, you guys are on Amazon, the Amazon broadcast, and we wanted to get Blake to get on the sideline to get a picture with Kirk Herbstreit's dog.
Oh,
Come on, man.
I'm not.
He hates Kirk Herbstreit's dog.
Will you see if you can hit the dog with a ball in warm-ups or something? We can only have one dog. We had a dog, and we all loved his dog, but there's only one dog. Blake's right about this.
You
I
heard
don't have
about
a hard stance on the dog.
You hear about Brady's dog? Tom Brady?
That he cloned it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, he spent a lot of money to do so. I don't think I'd do that, but I do love my cat. I know you guys probably aren't cat guys, but
I
love
have
my
a cat.
I would never clone him. You do?
I do. I'd never had one my entire life. My mom was really against them. It's like, people say they're allergic. They're creeped out by it. But for me, I feel like it was legit a turning point in my life where I stopped trying to be like macho. I'm like, I'm not a cat guy. And then I got a cat, and I don't think I've ever loved an animal more.
Yeah. Does he cuddle? Or
Oh my gosh.
he cuddle?
Yes. Like, purrs, gets up close on you, like on the computer every day. It's the best.
Okay.
It's the best.
What is the name of Brandon Aubrey's cat?
Montgomery Scott Aubrey. And this is actually timed pretty well. Jen actually found a second cat at the local park. And before I was ever a professional kicker, decided to name it Patrick Mahomes III Scott Aubrey. Also Chief is his nickname. Yeah.
Okay, I think this is
So I
kind
have
of
that
coming
in
back
my
to me
house.
now. Your family's Kansas City fans, huh?
Not mine,
Her
Jen's.
family.
My family is
Her
Cowboys.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her family. Chiefs fans. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
But I think we've converted them now. I think they're thoroughly Cowboys fans. They've had their fill of success with the Chiefs and I think they got bored. Now they're ready to be Cowboys fans.
Is Taylor Swift going to be there Thursday?
I don't know.
Posty will be.
Yes, he will.
be.
That's right.
Maybe she'll be a surprise performer with him. That'd be pretty cool. They have a song together, right?
He'll probably be wearing his Brandon Aubrey jersey.
There's a
That'd be
very good
awesome.
chance of that. I bet you could bet on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't do well.
Oh,
Yeah,
buddy.
rough
I'm not
week.
doing good.
Oh, I heard
picking
you went
games.
0 for 10 this week.
Why
That's
are
a
you knowing
bad.
that? You
that's
should know
a
that.
really bad beat.
And he spent more time on it than anyone else, I promise you.
Oh my gosh.
Process
Are
and
you in last
results
place
are...
now?
I am in last place now.
I'm sorry.
But that's I
And coincidentally, the guy who's in first continues to put all of his chips on the Dallas Cowboys. So you tell me what that says about how this season's going.
You're right.
We're headed in the right direction.
I'm not good at
That's
picking
awesome.
Cowboy games, but I am good at motivating the Cowboys.
There you go.
Yeah.
So they know I didn't pick them.
There you
So
go.
this matchup with the Super Bowl champions, what did you sense in this rematch, and what did this one mean?
Blake is now asking you questions
Yeah.
that you were asked by the generic reporters Sunday after the game, right?
Which I thought he handled wonderfully.
What did I say? What did I say?
It was a simple. I actually thought
You
about.
said Mahomes sucks.
I thought it was a
and-
good answer because I do think I wonder what Brandon is thinking throughout the game. And at 21-0, I'd be thinking there's no chance they're going to need me to do shit today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Won't be setting the record today.
or maybe setting the record, but you're definitely not kicking a walk-off winner.
Yeah.
And then an hour
Yeah.
later, he's like, and he said, I felt like we were in it the whole time. Like it wasn't like they were just blowing us out. It was we were in it, and then we had a chance to get back in it.
Yeah, I don't know if you felt that way as well, but it definitely felt like we were the better team, but just kind of handing them plays over and over again and then keeping their drives alive with penalties, turning the ball over on the goal line, missing field goals. It's just like, man, we just got to stop killing ourselves. And if there's enough time on the clock, we'll beat this team.
Yes. Now, I'd be lying if I told you I thought there was enough left, and I can't lie because the video's out there. But at 21-0 after you go blank at the goal line, I'm like, all right, well, that's it.
That's why
Yeah.
I don't believe in momentum, because if I did, I would have said there's too much momentum against us here.
Ooh.
Hopefully Jake
Until
can
it
find
turns
this
around.
in a second. But you have a new nickname on the team given to you by George Pickens. Have you heard this?
Yeah, the executioner.
Yes.
Kind of.
Awesome.
Kind of.
Yeah, I do like it. I feel like in my lifetime, I've never really been a planner. I've never been kind of the person who rah like cheers on guys. So I've always just been somebody who goes out there and does a job well, does his job, his specific task pretty well. So, I mean, I know it's not what he's going for, but I've always thought I execute well, and that's what I do well. I don't really plan or motivate well, so it makes sense. I know he's talking about chopping heads off, but that's what I'm going with.
What did he say though?
Executionist. That's what I'll probably say. When his number's called, man, he always kind of comes through. He missed one earlier, and then we called on his number.
Executionist.
Executionist.
Yeah.
What's that guy like?
He's just what he seems like in interviews. He's genuine. He's high energy, no filter. Seems to be having a lot of fun. Doesn't really care too much what other people think. So going to get what you get, and hopefully it's good for the day. And for the most part, he's been a fantastic player. He's been a fantastic energy guy for us, and just need to keep all of the potential off the field stuff wrapped up, which he's done a fantastic job outside of the one thing in Vegas. So hopefully that's just a blip on the radar, and he continues to be a fantastic teammate that he has been.
Yeah, he seems wild. He seems fun though.
Yes, lots of fun.
Takes all different types.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, this has been a lot of fun, and we'll talk to you sometime next week.
Enjoy that mariachi band.
Yeah, I don't know.
think
Maybe
they're gone. Could you hear them?
Faintly.
A little bit.
a fajita day or something.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Take care.
There he is, the executionist.
Yeah.
Yes.
The great Brandon Aubrey, brought to us by Community Mechanical.